Hey YouTube, Untamed here. I figured it was about time that I did a video talking about the things I love about my 2020 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. So I did maybe mistakenly, I posted my video of the things I did not like so much about it, which is, 5 things in my other video. And of course I got a lot of flack for that video, which I expected before I posted it. Even though within that video I did preface it a couple times with, hey, my likes and loves for this vehicle definitely outweigh the few little dislikes I had with it. So let me kind of jump right into it. My top 5, I'll start from the bottom, similar to my other video. I'll start from the bottom and work my way up to my number 1 like about it. The bottom would be, my number 5 would be the modernized tech and creature comforts within it. So as many of you are aware, the folks watching this video, the 2020 model came with some updated tech, and I think really much needed updated tech. Obviously, you do not get the 4Runner, especially the TRD Pro, for the sake of its tech, right? But it was definitely about due. Let me see if I might not have my keys on me. Let's open it up real quick. We'll look. Excuse me, it's a little dirty. Jump right in. So the old 4Runner had, the analog gauges fired up. Has some pretty dated looking analog gauges here. And that center stack, this right here, that was extremely pixelated. It looked like something from like 2001 or earlier. Blocky letters, very blocky text. Let me shut the door here. Whereas now you got this very high resolution screen within there, which looks great. Obviously you can go through different modes and all that if you're to click through, but that looks a ton better. And trust me, having owned the 2019 model, it definitely was a driving factor of me even looking at this, really. And here, this is wildly improved as well. The screen is a ton better, has Apple CarPlay. You can sync to it from your phone pretty easily. Just a lot more, a lot more responsive too, really. And this is all new down here. So climate controls, pretty nice. Of course, all the heated seats and everything else down here remain the same for the most part. I'm not a huge fan of the faux carbon fiber here, but you get over that pretty quick. I think everything else looks pretty nice in my opinion. So number 5 is updated tech. It has adaptive cruise control too, which I'll show you here in the front. Turn it off. So adaptive cruise control in the front. Still no blind spot monitoring, but yeah, small potatoes. So I love that. The updated tech was a driving factor for me. What else? So working up the list, number 4 would be the ease of driving. So if you've driven a Toyota 4Runner before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can just get behind the wheel and immediately feel confident within your ability to drive it. The turning radius on this is surprisingly awesome too, by the way. So if you need to zip in and out of parking spots, it's definitely doable. So the ease of driving is my number 4. As I fall out here. Number 3 would be the look and color. So obviously I am a huge fan of Army Green, as I've gotten on the Tundra now, but I think this is really cool. The look of them, I think it's just a very, stout looking truck. It's very, I love all the lines to it. It's not too round or anything. I think it just looks awesome. The front end in particular, I think, looks great. A lot of people, are complaining about the fact that it is about due for a refresh, which I don't disagree with. It's been out for a long time, but I think it's been out for a long time for good reason. I mean, people love it. So, number 3, the look and color. Actually, on that note, the thing I love about the color is, if you guys are familiar, each year that they come out with the TRD Pro model, they offer a unique color to it. So like for the Tundra, for instance, I mean, we had 2016, There was the quicksand, I believe it was. So like the, you know, a light tan color. Was offered in 2016. 2017, if I recall correctly, was the cement gray, which looks awesome, I think. What else? I mean, they've offered army green in the past on FJs. I forget what year off the top of my head. I think it might have been 2012. But what else they did? They did Inferno Orange. I think that's what it was called. I'm not sure if it was orange or red, but Inferno was the color. They did Barcelona Red, I believe, at 1 year. And I'm trying to think what else. And then, of course, Voodoo Blue was another year that they did it. So I personally love the fact that they have unique colors offered each year. I think it really helps out with the desirability of them, or, you know, people wanting them, and the fact that they sustain a good resale value. Which brings me to my number two. Number two being the resale on these. So if you looked at 2015s and 2016s, they tend to be going for, you know, still $38,000 or even more sometimes, depending on the mileage, of course. Obviously, if you get ones with, you know, 90,000 miles, 100,000 miles, you're starting to teeter down a little bit. But even the ones with like 50,000 miles, they tend to still rack up there, you know, about 80% of what they were MSRP, and sometimes even more, which is unheard of. You know, 9 out of 10 cars will not do that. Right when you drive them off the lot, they tend to depreciate 20% right there, same day kind of thing. But that is not the case with the 4Runner TRD Pros. I think for really any of the TRD Pro models, for that matter. Then let's just take it to the number one that kind of is on that same token. Number one would be the Japanese reliability. So that is a large reason why they have such good resale value, is, you know, the fact that they're super reliable. People can depend on these. You can run them to the ground, and that'll still take, you know, 250,000 miles to do that. So the fact that they've had the same exact engine, the 4.0, and the same exact transmission in it for so long is a testament to its reliability. So Japanese reliability is definitely confidence inspiring. That would be my number one reason. And number one reason for getting both of these rigs here. Obviously, the Tundra, I shouldn't say obviously, not everyone knows this. This is not built in Japan. This is built in San Antonio, Texas, but obviously still Toyota. They still stand by the reliability and all that. Whereas this is the last of the Toyota Tacoma, Toyota 4Runner, Toyota Tundra that's actually still built in Japan. But yeah, so there you have it. This is the top five. Starting from the bottom up, modern tech being number 5. Number 4, the ease of driving. Number 3 being the look and color. Number 2 being the resale value. And number 1 being the Japanese reliability. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if I missed something that drives your reason behind getting one or wanting one. But yeah, like always, I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.